I'd like to call to order the regular meeting on August 31st, 2020. Please join Councilmember Hampton in the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, thank you for the day, Lord. I just thank you for this council and for our great residents and for this city, Lord. I just want to pray, Lord, for thank you for the rain and for your many blessings, Lord. I also want to pray for the country and just the national discord that's going on with a lot of emotions running and things happening within different cities around the country, Lord. Just be with that situation. I just also want to pray and ask that you'll be with our public safety departments, Lord, here, and also our military, Lord. Just be with them, Lord, and give them wisdom as they're working there, doing their duty, Lord, as well. I just want to thank you again, Lord, for this great city, Lord. Please give us wisdom, make the best decisions for our residents. And I also just want to pray for the country. Just name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Councilman Hampton. We're all present. Our city clerks now will give information about how to participate in tonight's meeting.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, city council meetings are closed to the public. Our residents have several ways to address the council. They may submit their questions and comments to publiccomments@goodyearaz.gov, and during meetings, they can view the meeting using Facebook and the link from our agendas using Granicus. After the meetings are completed, they can also be viewed on YouTube. The public may always contact the mayor and council at any time by sending an email to gycouncil@goodyearaz.gov.
Thank you very much. We have one communication item. This item is the fiscal year 2021 signature events update. Special event coordinator Brenna Hosey and arts and culture administrator Guylaine Olunsky will present. Ladies, we're so excited. You have the floor.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Council. It is exciting to be here to bring such great news to you. So this evening, Brenna and I will be sharing an update about our signature events, as well as some adaptations that we've made to accommodate some of the restrictions that we're finding due to COVID. And we're also excited to share information about 3 new performing arts events that we'll be able to hold this fiscal year. With that, I'm going to kick this off to Brenna, and she's going to start the presentation.
Yeah, can you be a little louder?
Check.
Got it.
All right, good evening, Mayor and Council. So we're going to start off with talking about our current events and probably my favorite core value, adaptability, and how we're moving forward with the current events. So Camp Go Back, our award-winning APRA Camp Go Back, recognized for being the top event in the whole state of Arizona for our population, 10,000 to 100,000. So of course we're bringing it back. It's going to be a little different this year. We are going virtual. The great thing is we're partnering with a company that already does summer camp activities, counselor-led, and it's going to be catered to Goodyear residents. So at their disposal, they can log on and do any number of summer camp activities absolutely free to Goodyear residents who register through our portal. And then to celebrate, we are going to do a grand finale event, which is going to include storytelling, music, making s'mores, all the good stuff that you can do to interact with your counselors that night. So we're pretty excited about that, to include the giveaways and keep the tradition alive of doing the summer camp nostalgic activities. Something I'm really excited about, Halloween being my favorite activity, we've pushed Fall Festival a little closer to Halloween. We're keeping a lot of the things we love about it while still adapting to our current times. So you're going to drive through Halloween this year, and our trick-or-treat village is going to be along the route at Goodyear Ballpark. So if you can visualize during Christmas time the tunnels that you drive through with the illuminated lights, we're doing something very similar with a haunted theme. Of course, free pumpkins, free candy, characters along the way. And something that we don't want to forget is very popular would be the costume contest. So instead of doing it the night of the event, we're going to have that lead up to the event and be a virtual costume contest so that the winners will accept their prize by coming to the event. So it's still something that you can participate in from the comfort of your home, and the event itself, you will not leave your car at all. So all the fun activities to be had in the car. Another one we're really excited about would be our Veterans Day tribute. We're going to keep this one safe for all of our attendees as well. We want to do something that would really paint the town with pride, and that's going to be 1,000 custom "We love our veterans, thank you heroes" type messaging that we're putting on yard signs. Much like the type of political ones that you see, we really want to decorate all of the Goodyear residents with a free sign that they can pick up from any municipal building that participates. We also want to drop off gifts to our heroes at local VFWs or any type of vet center or at their residence. So we're going to put those together and spend the time to drop those off contactless so that they know that we're thinking of them, but we're also keeping them safe. Then lastly, we're asking the community to help us out by submitting a very short video thanking the veterans in our neighborhood, so that that could be a video that we release on social media so that they can see that our community is wrapped around them and really appreciates everything they've done for us. And then another one I'm very excited about, Goodyear Glows. We just bought that brand new tree last year, and of course it's a huge highlight for our city. So we're going to extend this event out. We're going to start off by having Santa tour the neighborhoods before we light the tree, because he needs to be at the tree lighting. So one thing that kids love to do at Goodyear Glows is to visit Santa, and this year we're bringing him to the neighborhood with the help from our friends of Goodyear Fire. We're going to spend about a week touring the neighborhoods 3 hours a night so that we hit as many neighborhoods as possible. Then we're going to have Santa join us at Goodyear Ballpark. We're going to basically do Goodyear's version of the Rockefeller tree lighting. We're going to have rock Christmas covers. In addition to in between sets, Santa's going to read your letters. It's going to be called Santa Shoutouts. So that's another thing we're asking the community to help with, is write Santa a letter and we'll read it during the tree lighting ceremony. So it's going to be a 2-hour event that we're going to live stream for everyone to see on the internet. You can watch it from the comfort of your own home. And of course, going to end it with fireworks. So we're very excited about that event. There's no spectators at this event. Of course, that's TBD if things change. As we're currently planning it right now, it's that the only spectation will be live stream online. And with that, Guyleen's going to let you know about Ballet Under the Stars.
Thank you, Brenna. So as you're all aware, Ballet Under the Stars typically happens in September. We are in our 9th season of hosting Ballet Arizona in Goodyear to bring this event that brings 4,000 people out to the beautiful Lakeside Amphitheater up in Estrella. Under a current phasing, we are not able to host an event traditionally. And so we worked with Ballet Arizona and our partners at Newland to really come up with a new direction so that we didn't just have to cancel the event. So we've come up with Ballet Under the Virtual Stars. And so Ballet Under the Virtual Stars will try to bring all of what you expect from the traditional ballet, but it'll be a streamed program that will be available in January on the 23rd for our residents to watch. To kind of bring in that feel and the fun that you get from Ballet Under the Stars, it's still going to be the professional dancers, the beautiful costuming and music that you expect. Ballet Arizona is still going to work with our local elementary schools. The education portion is really important to me. They're going to go out to schools via Zoom, still teach students dance. Those students will perform a dance that will be then embedded into that streamed content, so they'll still have their platform to show off their moves. To try to bring in that community piece that, you do lose with the virtual piece, we are going to have a pre-event experience bag or a goodie bag that people can pick up from our recreation office that'll include the glow sticks and a craft kit and autographed photographs from the Ballet Arizona dancers. And then at post-event, once the virtual stream is concluded, Ballet Arizona is going to do a Facebook Live where the dancers will be on Facebook Live and residents will be able to ask them questions and engage with them to provide that, that little personal touch so that you feel that, we're apart, but we are still all together. And so we're really excited about the alternative Ballet Under the Virtual Stars.
And then to close out the discussion about our current signature events, we have decided that we will not be continuing with Culture Pop for 2021. It was a mutual decision with the city of Avondale. We have agreed that just like with our other events and efforts of being adaptable, we have learned and we have grown, and we have decided that, this past year, even though we had to cancel, was the last year we were going to continue it. We've seen attendance decline, and we also want to focus on the new events that we're bringing in and the adaptations of the events that we're bringing in. With that being said, speaking of new events, Guyleen does have 3 events to tell you about.
Thank you, Brenna. So first, before we dive into the events, I just want to share that, the Arts and Culture Commission is just so excited and just so appreciative of the support that council has shown them to be able to provide this opportunity to bring 3 new performing arts events this fiscal year. And so to kick it off, the first event is Goodyear Rocks. And Goodyear Rocks is exactly how it sounds. It is going to be a high-energy rock concert that we're doing in partnership with the Alice Cooper Solid Rock Foundation. This concert will, of course, it'll be a free event, and it'll be 6 rock bands coming up to perform. And the cool thing about it, it'll be seasoned professionals, but there'll also be bands coming in there that are local bands, are Goodyear residents, some teens, to really give them that platform so they can perform for their own community. So we're really excited about this event. It's going to be held November 21st at Goodyear Community Park. But ultimately, we see this event being at the Goodyear Civic Square Park eventually, once that is built, because that will be the perfect site for this new event. We'll roll into the next month, into December, and our next performing arts event is a holiday variety concert. And I'm excited about this event because this will be the first indoor seated event that we host. All of our events are outdoors. So this will be a partnership with Ghostlight Theater, a local West Valley theater group. And we are going to be using the Estrella Foothills Performing Arts Center to host this event on Saturday, December 12th, and a Sunday matinee on the 13th. And this will bring a variety of acts to the stage. West Valley performers from choral groups to bands to dancers to one-act plays, all bringing together a holiday message so that you can get dressed up, bring your family out, and really enjoy the holidays with each other. The last performing arts event that's new this year is Shakespeare in the Park. And Shakespeare in the Park, we're going to partner with West Valley Arts Council to produce this event. And what makes this Shakespeare in the Park different and unique from others is this one's going to be a community theater experience. So where we're still going to have a Shakespeare performance and have all the elements that are traditional to this, this is actually going to be Goodyear residents that are going to be on stage performing alongside professional actors. And so, they may be telling a sonnet or a heroine in one of Shakespeare's plays. This will be a free event. We expect to have a Renaissance feel, artisans, food, strolling minstrels, all at Goodyear Community Park. This will be held in February. Again, a Saturday night performance and a Sunday matinee. And again, this we are going to do at Goodyear Community Park this year, but this is ideal for Bullard Wash Amphitheater. And so once we have our new Civic Square built and the parking and the amenities there, this is going to be a great event to host over at Civic Square. But we're really excited about these 3 new performing arts events. I've shared with you how they can be put on traditionally, but we are prepared and understand that, depending on where we're at in our phase of reopening, we may have to, strategize how we go forward. We can do hybrid events with very limited social distance in-person audience and stream the content so that we have both. Or if we aren't allowed to have a live audience, we can stream all 3 of these events. So we do have that in place so that we can move forward with them with whatever phase that we're at. With that, Brenna and I are both just very appreciative of being able to go forward with these events to bring them to the community. They're so important. We hear all the time how much people appreciate having these activities at, in their own city where they live. So with that, we conclude our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Council, who would like to make, yes, Sherry Lauritano, Councilman Lauritano.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're very appreciative for you guys and your whole team, the committee, everything, because this is an ideal situation for arts, and I know they're suffering nationwide and live venues and everything, but you guys have been very creative. I prefer audiences like we've had them, but I know that's not a possibility. Makes me kind of sad. So I know that's not a possibility. So thank you very much, and I love the new events, however we have to do to keep them up. You've got our support. We'll be there if we can. If not, I'll be streaming. Promise. Okay, so thank you all. Just pass that along to the whole committee.
Councilman Bazillo.
Listen, I appreciate all your efforts. Really looking forward to these events that are coming. I'm hoping, and always thinking positive, that maybe things will change in which we can get some people out to these live events. I know the camp was a Go Back. I was there last year and I had a blast. I went down the zip line myself, racing my daughter-in-law. She beat me. But anyway, I mean, it was a blast. I brought the girls. They did the horseback riding, and they had a blast there. So it's a shame, understand the certain conditions that we have to operate under now. But I'm hoping by towards the end of the year, maybe it improves so we can get some of that in there. But I do appreciate all your efforts, and I know the community does as well. Thank you.
Councilman Hampton?
Yeah, there's not much else. Thank you so much for everything and the creativity, especially right now. I think, like I said, everybody would appreciate live events again in the future. So I appreciate the creativity to at least make it online, and then the new events I think are really exciting as well. Look like a lot of fun. And then also congratulations on the award for Camp Go Back last
Thank
year.
you.
So that's pretty great too. I think it's probably a testament to our team. I know you guys are creative and you guys are bringing a lot of neat new things to the community, and I know the community is very excited to have those type of events here. So I always hear people say, what was there to do in Goodyear? But we have a lot of things just from the city that we're doing in Goodyear. So I appreciate it. So thank you.
Member Kano?
Well, these are signature events that really make a mark in the community and set Goodyear apart. And I know that many times when we've been to pre-COVID, there would be people from other cities and across the valleys that would make the trek out here because they wanted to be a part of this experience. I just want to thank you for being so forward-looking too. Just that despite the circumstances we're in, you're looking forward, you're adapting, you're still being as creative as you guys are, and just working with under the circumstances and making it happen. So however it turns out, I know that it's going to be done well, and Goodyear will be very proud of it. Thank you.
Any other comments? Well, I'd like to thank you. Creative was the right word to use. And with so many places canceling everything, I think we can look to this with great pride that our staff said, no, we're going to find a way, and you have found a way. I know there will be high spots and some disappointment in this, and it's all due to COVID. But I think you've pretty much thought this through. So thanks so much. We look forward to it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to ask the city clerk, did anybody let you know on non-agenda items?
We did receive one email, but it is not within the jurisdiction of the council, so I won't be reading it into the record.
All right. Well, thank you. So we're going down the consent agenda. Would the city clerk please read consent agenda items 2 through 5, title only, please?
Number 2, approve the final plat of Estrella Parcel 9.43. Number 3, accept the dedication of an exclusive sewer line easement required for the development of Estrella Parcel 9.43. Number 4, adopt resolution number 2020-2095, approving development agreement for Estrella Parcel 9.43, providing authorization and direction to take actions and execute documents necessary to carry out the intent of the resolution and development agreement, and providing for an effective date. Number 5, approve the minor land division of the City of Goodyear Recreation Campus. And number 6, approval of sampling privileges for the new Series 10 beer and wine liquor license for Aldi.
Thank you. Can I have a motion and a second to approve items 2 through 6? Do I hear that motion?
Second.
I heard a motion from Councilmember Campbell and a second from Vice Mayor Stipp. Roll call vote, please.
Vice Mayor Stipp?
Aye.
Councilmember Pizzillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Loretano?
Aye.
Councilmember Campbell? Councilmember Hampton?
Aye.
Councilmember Kano?
Aye.
Mayor Lord?
Aye.
The motion carries.
All right, I'd like to remind council to wait for motion and second before discussion. We only have one item tonight, so that's number 7, and business to consider approving the landscape enhancement agreement for the W.C. Bullard and related budget transfer. Development Services Director Christopher Baker is presenting. Christopher?
Thank you, Mayor, Council. So I don't have a formal presentation, but just to present this particular item to you to give some context for Council's consideration prior to the vote. On October 22nd of 2018, we came before Council, staff did, in order to seek some direction in regards to the vision for Bullard Avenue. we had proposed at that meeting a vision that included enhanced landscaping as it relates to the development of the technology corridor. Council was very supportive of that concept, and as a result, staff worked diligently to create and implement an enhanced landscape plan. As the rezonings came forth to council up and down Bullard, there were stipulations placed that the projects needed to conform to that enhanced landscape plan so that that vision became reality as those individual projects got constructed. The 43 acres that is now the hub, the W.C. Bullard project, was already properly zoned and already in the site plan approval process. So we did not have that opportunity to place those stipulations on that particular project. As such, as it moved through the approval process, we did cooperatively and collaboratively work with the developer in order to implement enhanced landscaping so that it still reflects, to the extent possible, that vision of the Bullard improvements. And so tonight, we are requesting approval of the agreement that allows a reimbursement of up to $34,631 for 50% of the enhanced landscape that has been installed on the frontage of the project. And furthermore, I'd just like to point out that the total amount of the landscaping reimbursement for the entire length of Bullard is approximately $1.5 million. Will be discussed in the FY 2021 budget update, or it will be included in the FY 2022 budget process. And with that, Mayor, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Thank you. Are there any comments in the emails?
No, Mayor.
All right. Will the city clerk please read resolution number 2020-2094 by title only?
Adopt resolution number 2020-2094, approving the landscape enhancement agreement for W.C. Bullard by and between the City of Goodyear and W.C. Bullard Owner 8, LLC, providing authorization and direction to take actions and execute documents necessary to carry out the intent of the resolution and development agreement and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Can I have a motion, a second, to approve resolution number 2020-2094? Do I hear that motion?
So moved.
Second.
I heard a motion from Councilman Hampton and a second by Councilman Pizzillo. Okay, open for council discussion. Councilman Pizzillo.
Just a comment. I appreciate the developer stepping up and kicking in some money for that to improve that, because that's kind of one of our signature pieces down Bullard. So I appreciate the staff working with them and getting them to see the vision that we're looking at. So thank you.
Any other comments? All right. Roll call vote, please.
Vice Mayor Stipp? Aye. Councilmember Loretano?
Aye.
Councilmember Campbell?
Aye.
Councilmember Hampton?
Aye.
Councilmember Kano?
Aye.
Councilmember Pizzillo?
Aye.
Mayor Lord?
Aye.
The motion carries.
All right, I'm going to switch this, and so if you have anything or proposal or discussion, I would like something to take place first. So if the city manager will introduce Jenna for us.
Certainly, thank you. So tonight I'd like to introduce to Mayor and City Council Jenna Goad, the new assistant to the city manager, and she's with us this evening. Today is Jenna's first day in the job, and in addition to providing me with support, Jenna will supervise the Grants Neighborhood Services team and the Mayor Council office support staff. Jenna has over 14 years of well-rounded experience in both state and local government, and she comes to us from the city of Glendale, where she served as their Assistant Director of Public Affairs. Through this role, she directly supervised the mayor and council offices and the government relations, website, and creative services graphics divisions. She was also involved in many of Glendale's citywide projects, such as the strategic planning process, stakeholder engagement efforts, and their newly implemented citizen request system. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science from ASU and a Master in Public Administration from the Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs at Syracuse University. She also received a professional certificate in advanced public engagement for local government from the Davenport Institute at Pepperdine University and was selected to participate as a fellow in the fall 2012 cohort of the Flynn Brown Civic Leadership Academy, along with our council member, Loretano, as I understand. We are excited to have Jenna join the team, and I'd like to officially welcome her to Goodyear.
A little welcome here for her. Well, Jenna, you've picked the right city. I think you're going to be really happy. We have a great staff, a very good, cooperative council. And I think we've all seen you at the League of Cities or something. Some of us have sat down and chatted for a while, so I think many of you are very familiar. So welcome. All right, now any questions for the city manager from any council people? Any needs? I guess we haven't done much. Oh, go ahead.
I do have
Yes.
one additional item
Yeah,
if you'd
you
like me
have
to
it.
continue.
You go.
Just wanted to provide notice that city offices will be closed for Labor Day on Monday, September 7th. Emergency fire, police services, and sanitation services will operate as normal. City offices will reopen at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, September 8th.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to have a future meeting. We're going to be in a special meeting now, and the next meeting will be a regular meeting on September 14th, 2020, and 6 p.m., followed by a work session. Now, it's going to take them some moments to get this ready, right? Right. So we can go right in? Oh, and then you need the time? Are you all set? Because you told me you needed some extra time. Okay. All right, no